Guys, we're getting into season 3 today. Let's go.
Yo, like, subscribe, hit us up on Patreon if you guys want more content. Let's go. Season 3. About to be a banger.
Banger.
Let's go. Oh, it's Sam.
Brother.
That rock is brother? Is that Ed? Was that Ed? I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is either, but he's holding his head. Whoa.
That man has an axe back there. I saw that. Don't that look like John's old lady? That zombie. Who had the torch? Oh, let's go. I was like, the wolf didn't.
Did you send the ravens? Look at me. Did you send the ravens? Your only job. We need to get back to the wall.
Man, they're beat up. You see them?
Mm-hmm.
We know what's out there. Have to warn them. Everyone you've ever known will be dead.
What? Are you sure?
I was about to say there's no intro, but they was just saving it because
Let's see what
winter
this
is
one does.
coming, man.
I
Yeah,
wonder where
hopefully
them
it's
things
different.
were marching. Dragonstone. It looks different. Maybe not. That's where Littlefinger lives now.
Right. Stinky finger.
You're so lucky.
Whoa.
It's destroyed. And there was no wolf on it. Gulf of
Whoa.
Grief. That's new. Slaver's Bay.
This is crazy.
Astapor. Jorah brought that up. That there was a ship there.
Right.
Interesting statue.
Let's go. We're going somewhere new. Yo, that's season 3, baby.
Mr. Bones.
I mean, like, I understand they're free folk and all that, but geez, that sucks.
They kind of look happy.
Oh, do they? They look
Look at
frozen.
them. They're playing.
Yeah, that doesn't look miserable at all, does it, boys?
Well, maybe if they see White Walkers, they move. That's why they live in like tents like that. What?
What's this?
That's just cash for them, I guess. They didn't even like flinch. They just let him walk by.
The show's got giants now.
Last time you seen a giant, Jon Snow?
He has that
Tattoo
same
on their
face.
side. When they stop being shy, they get angry.
Dang.
You're wearing the wrong colour.
Once was a ranger.
In your hearts, all you crows want to fly free.
When I'm free, will I be free to go?
You
Dang.
will. And I'll be free to kill you.
Is she high in the ranks or
Don't know
something?
respect this lot.
She must be, right?
What happened to their fathers?
Some of them were killed by crows like you. Don't look so grim, Jon Snow. Man's ready likes you. You'll live another day. And if you don't,
Why would he though? I don't even know this guy, but I don't know why he would like him.
Was that him? That looks like a Viking.
I smell a crow. Killed his friends. Thought we want to question this one. What do we want with the baby crow?
Baby killed Coronathan. He wants to be one of us.
That half-handed cunt killed friends of mine. Friends twice your size.
My father told me big men fall just as quick as little ones if you put a sword through their heart.
Plenty of little men tried to put the swords through my heart, and there's plenty of little skeletons buried in the woods.
What woods?
What's your name, boy?
Jon Snow. Your Grace.
What?
Man, they don't do that.
Man, we're free over here.
Bro, I just started watching this show and I know better than that.
From now on, you'd better kneel every time I fart.
Yeah, they don't like y'all's ways. Take that junk south of the wall.
We don't kneel for anyone.
beyond the wall.
This is John Wick.
Oh, you're Ned Stark's bastard. Thank you for the gift, Lord of Bones. You can leave us.
Oh, that was him without his hat.
The girl likes you. You like her backs now. That why you want to join us.
Don't panic, boy. This isn't the damned Night's Watch where we make you swear off girls.
This chicken eater you thought was king is torment Giant's Bane.
Can't believe this.
Oh, that's not him.
Pop killed Halfhand.
Not Mance Raider. I thought it was a Mance Raider.
B.
Glad he's dead.
I kind of like him. He has a good personality so far.
He was my brother once, back when he had a whole hand. What were you doing with him?
The Lord Commander sent me to the Half-Hand for seasoning.
Why?
He wants me to lead one day.
But here you are, a traitor, kneeling before the king beyond the wall.
If I'm a traitor, then you are too.
Ooh.
I mean, he's keeping it 100 though, right?
Yeah, but he's like a big time. That guy's a big time trader right there.
I want to be free.
I don't think so. I think what you want most of all is to be a hero. I'll ask you one last time.
They got that vibe from him.
We stopped at Craster's Keep on the way north. I saw...
You saw what?
Them taking that baby.
Them
I saw
babies,
Craster
yeah.
take his own baby boy and leave it in the woods. I saw what took it.
You're telling me you saw one of them.
Apparently it's not hard. Like,
Why would that make you desert your brothers?
Because when I told the Lord Commander, he already knew. I want to fight for the side that fights for the living. Did I come to the right place?
Dang, John flipped the tables on him.
is he for real or doing trickery though?
A little bit of both, I
We'll need
think.
to find you a new cloak.
To be honest, I don't know. He might be saving his own life right here, but
Right.
he's suspicious right here.
Right, he kneeled so quick. It was
Right.
almost fake, you know?
He walked in and he's like, like
He's like,
the interruption.
thank you, Podrick. Thank you for that.
Didn't hear that.
Lord Tyrion sent me.
I will murder you, boy.
He said it was a matter of life and death.
What's going on?
Isn't he rich? Why has he got such a janky mirror?
Pod.
It's your sister.
Leave it locked. She said she was the queen too. She didn't say queen regent.
Right.
What are they doing here?
Protecting me, I assume? Will you let me in?
She's like, well, I am the queen, of course.
If I wanted to kill you, do you think I'd let a wooden door stop me? I'm not afraid of you, little brother.
Then they stay outside. Okay, like,
Why are you here?
I wanted to see your face. You'd lost your nose, but it's not as gruesome as all that.
Rumors.
The rebels came for Joffrey's head. They lost their own. Thanks to father.
Disrespectful.
the way she says father.
Bit of a come down from Chamber of the Hand. Then I don't suppose you need much room.
Grand Maester
That's not-
Pycelle
yeah.
made the same joke. You must be proud to be as funny as a man whose balls brush his knees.
You're meeting father today.
How do you know that?
The Master of Whisperers owes me a favor or two.
She's just so proud of herself.
I know.
I'm sure he loves me dearly, as any father loves his child, his baby boy. Yet he hasn't come to visit once since arriving in King's Landing.
You're going to make me cry.
Why do you care what I want from him?
Because you slandered me to father before.
It's not slander if it's true.
And what's this truth you plan on telling him today?
Why are you so nervous about what I'm going to say to father?
I expect you'll tell lies about me, about Joffrey.
She's scared of her dad, Loki.
You're a clever man, but you're not half as clever as you think you are.
Still makes me more clever than you.
I love their banter back and forth.
Me too.
Is it the best in the show?
I don't know. Varys and Littlefinger.
The Bronn of the Blackwater was anointed by the king himself.
You're an up-jumped cutthroat. Nothing more.
That's exactly who I am. And you're a grub in fancy armor.
A grub.
Who's better at beating little girls than fighting men. I have an appointment with Lord Tyrion.
You put your hand on that door, you lose the hand.
Ron's about
always
it for real.
going for
And
that thing.
Cersei doesn't even like care. Walks right by.
I know. You see them though, follow her like puppies.
I am wondering why you sent for me.
A number of people in this city want to kill me. You're here to protect me.
I've been doing that for a while now.
You grow bored protecting me?
I grow poor protecting you.
Poor. Under my patronage, you've become a knight.
Briefly.
Sure, you filled your pockets.
And now my pockets are empty.
He's been spending.
If you want me to carry on protecting you, you'll need to pay more.
I thought we were friends.
We are. But I'm a sellsword. I sell my sword. I don't loan it out to friends as a favor.
How much?
Double.
Double?
I'm a knight now. Knights are worth double.
Don't even know how much I'm paying you now.
Which means you can afford it.
Hey, that's a good way to get a raise. Put him on the spot.
I thought that was snow.
It's Davos.
Man, he looks terrible.
He has like barnacles on his forehead. I don't think his son made it though. I really don't.
Oh, he was on the boat too. I forgot about his son. He's such a non-character to me.
It's the one and only Onion Knight.
No shot.
That's scary though, because what if that's a ship you don't want to go on?
Yeah, look at that. They have freaking tridents. Look at them.
I was in the battle at Blackwater. I was a captain and a knight.
Aye, sir. And serving which king?
Whichever one you say.
The one true king of Westeros. Stannis Baratheon.
He didn't care. He didn't care the consequences.
Man, he is so lucky. He had a 50-50 right there.
I thought you were dead. Everyone thought you were dead.
Oh, it's that pirate guy. Cersei's man.
And your son? He may have swum ashore as you did.
No, the wildfire took him, I saw it.
You were a good father.
If I was a good father, he'd still be here.
No,
that's not true.
He licks his wounds at Dragonstone.
You take me there.
There is nothing for me at Dragonstone.
This war is not over.
Not for you, maybe. But for Salador's son, the war is over. I promised you 30 ships, and you promised me riches and glory. I delivered the ships.
Stannis never gives up. Never. He will regroup.
He's a broken man. His fleet lies at the bottom of Blackwater Bay. They say he sees no one. Only the Red Woman.
Oh, no. Man.
Whispering in his ear, telling him what she sees in the flames, and burning men alive.
What?
They built a great fire when Stannis returned. All those who spoke against her, she called servants of darkness.
Some sacrifices?
They say she sang to them as they burned.
That'd be so terrible.
I'm a pirate. You're a smuggler. Servants of darkness. I'm thinking Dragonstone is a good place for us to avoid.
Right.
You cannot turn Stannis against her.
Maybe not, but I could carve her heart out.
You could try. If you fail, they will burn you. If you succeed, they'll burn you. And you've only just come back to life. Stay alive a little longer, my friend.
So he has a whole new mission now.
You drank with me on my wedding day.
And you drank with me on 4 of my wedding days, but I don't ask you for favors.
Please, do this for me.
When you're dead, I'll gather your bones in a little sack and let your widow wear them round her neck.
Does that mean yes?
Yeah, when him and Stannis win this war, they're gonna come for your head, bro.
No, they're not.
They might.
No, they're not. He helped him out, and he just lost a bunch of ships due to
Set
them.
the siege lines 1,000 yards from Harrenhal. I'd love a fight. The men would love a fight. I don't think we're going to get one.
Oh, wow. Y'all pulling up.
It's the B squad right there, y'all.
The 2B.
They said 2Bs. What?
Is this Winterfell?
There's no way.
Honestly, I can't really tell what it is. It just kind of looks like it because there's like a circle.
I think it is, babe. That's Vladimir Bolton, right?
200 North slaughtered like sheep.
The debt will be repaid, my friend. For them and for your sons.
Will it?
That's the Karstark, right?
They rot in the ground while their killer runs free.
The Kingslayer won't remain free for long. Their best hunters after him.
So they're just northern men. I don't know where they're at right now, though. I don't think that's Winterfell.
Where the Karstarks live, I guess.
Right.
Let's see who this guy is. Maybe we'll recognize him.
The Mallister.
Sir Jeremy, my father's bannerman.
He just lost his sons, too. He's pissed.
I don't know. He might revenge them because Lady Catelyn is not in trouble, letting Jaime free.
Find her a chamber that will serve as a cell.
Man, that's tough.
She freed Jaime Lannister. The Lannisters robbed them of their sons. She robbed them of their justice. What's your name, friend?
Qyburn.
Lucky to be alive.
Lucky.
That's not lucky.
That was some good acting right there.
He's like, come to my office so I can just write really long.
Are you enjoying your new position?
Am I enjoying it?
I was very happy as Hand of the King.
Yes. I heard how happy you were. You brought a whore into my bed. I sent you here to advise the king. Gave you real power and authority. You chose to spend your days, as you always have, bedding harlots to drinking with thieves.
That's Tyrion.
No, he was a warrior.
Can't I simply visit with my beloved father? My beloved father, who somehow forgot to visit his wounded son after he fell on the battlefield.
Mr. Pycelle assured me your wounds were not fatal.
I
Wow.
organized the defense of this city. I led the foray when the enemies were at the gate, while your grandson, the king, quivered in fear behind the walls. I bled in the mud for our family, and as my reward, I was trundled off to some dark little cell. What do I want? A little bloody gratitude would be a start.
Jugglers and singers require applause. You are a Lannister.
Wow.
Tough love, boy. Y'all soft. That's what he's saying.
Chipper Jones' parents.
3 of them are in open rebellion. So tell me what you want.
I want what is mine, by right. The day Jaime put on the White Cloak, he gave up his claim to Casterly Rock. I am your son, lawful heir.
You want Casterly Rock.
It is mine, by right.
We'll find you accommodations more suited to your name as a reward for your accomplishments during the Battle of Blackwater Bay. And when the time is right, you will be given a position fit for your talents so that you can serve your family, and protect our legacy. If you serve faithfully, you will be rewarded with a suitable wife. And I would let myself be consumed by maggots before mocking the family name and making you heir to Casterly Rock.
Yeah, because he's an imp. That's what he was saying from the beginning.
So?
You are an ill-made, spiteful little creature. To teach me humility, the gods have condemned me to watch you waddle about, wearing that proud lion that was my father's sigil and his father's before him. But neither gods nor men will ever compel me to let you turn Casterly Rock into your whorehouse.
I mean, I see that part. I
Go
understand.
now.
But be nice to him. He did a good job when you were gone.
No more of your rights to Casterly Rock. Go.
You know, obviously, emotionally, you want to root for Tyrion and you love Tyrion. I don't know that his dad's wrong.
His dad's not wrong about that part.
Well, I mean, Tyrion might be great in charge. He might be the best thing for Casterly Rock, but I don't know.
The next whore I cut in your bed, I'll hang.
Woo. That's stressful, man. You think
Dawn.
you got parent issues.
It's going to Dawn.
Why Dawn?
It's carrying silk and it's supposed to bring back wine in exchange. But it's not coming back. The captain's tired of risking his life so King's Landing lords and ladies can get drunk on better wine than they deserve. He's going to stay in Dawn, wait out the winter where it's beautiful and warm.
I met some people in Dawn who weren't so beautiful and warm.
Don't ruin the game.
I told you I don't want to play.
You never want to.
What about that one there?
Oh, she's just
That
making things
one.
up. She's bored.
It's going to Volantis.
Why?
Because when I got on a ship in Volantis, it looked like that one.
That's not how the game works. You're not supposed to just blurt out the right answer. You've got to invent a story about where the ship is going and why.
Why should I make up a story when I know
Uh-oh.
the truth?
Because the truth is always either terrible or boring.
Lovely day for it. Watching the ships. Might I speak with Lady Sansa alone for a moment?
I'm like, no.
Is that Raj right there?
I saw your mother not long ago. She's very eager to see you and your sister.
Lies.
Are you
Oh, wait. He did. He kept the secret?
You said you'd take me home.
You said King's Landing was your home. Well, the property of the crown. Stealing you would be treason if you were to tell just one.
I won't tell anyone.
How do I know?
Because I'm a terrible liar. You said so yourself. Please, Lord Baelish, tell me what to do. Tell me when.
I'm waiting for word on an assignment that will take me far away from the capital. When I set sail, I might be able to take you with me, but you'll need to be ready to leave on a moment's notice.
And where are they gonna go?
Winterfell? She wants to go to
Winterfell, Dorne, something.
He's an important person. So is she. I grew up in the shadow of her father's castle. The day she was born, they rang the bells from sunrise till sunset. We've both done rather well, you and I, given where we started.
And where is that?
At the bottom.
It's not easy for girls like us to dig our way out.
Watch out for her. I always do.
I like
Watch
that.
out for her with him.
What happened?
I just like how protective Shay is of Sansa.
I don't know, man. I think she's too close. That might end up getting her killed. Oh, what's this?
Some dragons. Are they teenage dragons now?
Right.
They're probably gonna be like Moody. She looks much happier. Dang.
Those are some transmedium freaking dragons, ain't they?
That's a cool necklace she's got on. She did her outfit is awesome. He cooked it. That was cool.
Growing fast.
Not fast enough.
I can't wait that long.
I need an army.
Look, Sabretooth.
Some say the Unsullied are the greatest soldiers in the world.
The greatest slave soldiers in the world. Distinction means a good deal to some people.
We'll have any better ideas about how to put you on the Iron Throne?
It's too beautiful a day to argue.
Her necklace is tough. You
I
see
love
that?
it. It's cool. Everything that she's got on is cool. I love the color of everything.
Another lovely day in the high seas.
Don't mock
Ugh.
them. They're the first Dothraki who've ever been on a ship. They followed me across the poison water.
Dang, yeah, they are on a ship.
You'll have a true Khalasar when you prove yourself strong, and not before.
He's saying don't jump the gun and forget. Stay wise, Khaleesi. What's this, Dragonstone?
Y'all could have dropped him off a little closer. He just was like dead.
I know that old man might slip on them rocks.
Oh, he grew a little beard.
Your Grace?
Bestie.
Heard you were dead. I had hoped to speak to you alone, Your Grace.
You are alone.
Your Grace, you are the rightful king, not only by blood. You're an honorable man, a just man, and there is still a war to fight.
I am fighting.
By burning prisoners alive.
How would you punish the infidels, Sir Devos?
I do not judge people for the gods they worship. If I did, I'd have thrown you in the sea before you ever set foot on
Dang,
Dragonstone.
she called them infidels.
I'm not your enemy.
You are my enemy.
I wasn't there when the wildfire killed our men by the thousands. I could have saved those men. You would have taken the city, Stennis would now sit upon his rightful throne, and you would stand beside him.
Oh, she wasn't there because of
But I
Davos,
wasn't
right?
there because you convinced your king to leave me behind.
So she's obviously just trying to roll through him, right?
I don't know, man.
Do you hear them screaming? All those burning men in the water, crying for their mothers, until the moment the black waters swallow them. Don't despair, Sir Devils. What I told your son is true. Death by fire is the purest death.
Oh my god.
Woman is evil! She's a mother of demons! Take him to the dungeon, lock him in a cell.
Oh my god.
You've chosen the darkness, Sir Devils. I will pray for you.
Come back to us, Stannis.
I know. Whew. He's in a cult.
Man, he might should have died in the Battle of Blackwater. They're so freaking cool. Those golden suits. Guys, don't think that we've missed all these prop sets. Like we don't miss any of it.
I saw Cersei's hair be more golden in this to represent her more as the Lannister, and I thought that was so cool. I just didn't point it out because I'm trying to talk to us.
Right, there's so many things on this set that it's just.
Look, Joffrey's carried on one of these now, so he doesn't get smacked up.
Why have we stopped?
It's Lady Marjorie, Your Grace.
What is she doing? Who gave her permission?
We should have guards, my lady. Why? Pardon me. Stop, my lady. You'll ruin your dress. I have others.
Oh, she's trying to, like, you know what I'm saying?
She about to go do a queen move right here.
Yeah. She studied PR.
He went to fight on the walls. When the ships came to Blackwater Bay, he never came back.
Aww.
They're the orphans.
Bad men wanted to come into this city and do terrible things, but your father stopped them. Whenever you look at this knight, I want you to remember your father.
Aww.
He wasn't a knight. He was just a soldier.
And what do knights swear to do? Protect the weak and uphold the good. Your father did that.
That's gonna help Joffrey out a lot with her.
Under King Joffrey's leadership, your fathers saved the city. They saved us all. From now on, we're going to take care of you.
Aww, that was so sweet and wholesome.
So I don't know if she's doing this just to like put on, you know, politically, or if she really cares. But I mean, either way, who cares, right? At least she's helping the orphans.
It's something positive. Who cares? They need some positivity in this world.
Right, absolutely.
And her people were stewards and they came up from nothing. So she probably has like a tender heart to it.
Your Grace.
Your Grace? Please, sit. I do apologize, my lady. Small council meetings. At what point has it become treason to waste the king's time? It's a lovely gown, my lady.
Yes, it suits you perfectly. I imagine you might be rather cold.
The climate is a bit more forgiving back in Highgarden, Your Grace.
Shall I have them bring you a shawl, my lady?
I am touched by your concern, Your Grace. Luckily for us Tyrells, our blood runs quite warm, doesn't it, Loris?
Yes.
As he has on a full...
Joffrey tells me you stopped your carriage at Flea Bottom on your way back from the Sept this morning.
I paid a visit to an orphanage the High Septon told me about.
Marjorie does a great deal of work with the poor back in Highgarden.
The lowest among us are no different from the highest if you give them a chance and approach them with an open heart.
An open heart is what you'll get in Flea Bottom if you're not careful, my dear. Not long ago, we were attacked by a mob there. We had a full complement of guards. It didn't stop them. The king barely escaped with his life.
My mother's always had a penchant for drama. Facts become less and less important to her as she grows older. Our lives were never truly in danger.
He's getting a little older.
At least he's being honest, though, and not stroking his own ego.
We can't all have a king's bravery.
Yeah, Cersei's wearing armor now. You see that?
Hell yeah. I would be too if I was her.
Men into beasts. I'm glad House Tyrell has been able to help in this regard. They tell me 100 wagons arrive daily now from the Reach. And of course, it's our duty to assist the capital in time of need.
As Sir Loras said, Lady Marjorie has done this sort of charitable work before. Sure she knows what she's doing.
Sure she does.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Is that golden?
It looks like it.
The Unsullied have stood here for a day and a night with no food or water. They will stand until they drop. Such is their obedience.
They may suit my needs. Tell me of their training.
Man, that is night and day from the Dothraki unit.
They begin their training at
Wow.
5
Every day they drill from dawn to dusk until they have mastered the short sword, the shield, and the 3 spears.
Because he's about to buy an army,
Only one
right?
boy in 4 survives this rigorous training.
Yeah.
They fear nothing.
Even the bravest men fear death.
Vagizi, I say. My master says the Unsullied are not men. Death means nothing to them.
He has a foul mouth.
I wish he would understand him.
Right.
My master points out that men don't need nipples.
Yeah, but like do it in a safer way if you're gonna cut off that.
Busy. Let's clinic. After Tago.
Man, those are some super soldiers right there.
Oh my gosh.
To win his shield, an Unsullied must go to the slave marts with a silver mark, find a newborn, and kill it before its mother's eyes.
Why?
This way, my master says, we make certain there is no weakness left in them.
Just to see if they have any like moral
You take a
direction
babe from
left.
its mother's arms. Kill it as she watches and pay for her pain with a silver coin.
My master would like you to know that the silver is paid to the baby's owner, not the mother. Master Krasners asks that you please hurry. Many other buyers are interested.
Wow, that guy has a crazy mouth.
He don't care.
Do you notice how dirty that water is?
Yeah.
8,000 dead babies. Once I own an army of slaves, what will I be?
You think these slaves will have better lives serving Krasnus and men like him or serving you?
True. What the heck?
Yo, you better watch out. That dude came to take your dragons again.
You won't mutilate them to make a point.
They got in that road.
You'll see they're properly fed, sheltered. A great injustice has
My
been done
nipples
to
feel
them.
weird now.
Closing your eyes will not undo it.
What is that? No, it's probably a bomb.
What in the beetle is going on?
That's a beetle with an attitude.
You better watch out.
That's a scorpion. What in the world?
It didn't
No
make
water.
a splash.
It's like the things in the house of the undying, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Dang, she's gotta be worried about them things.
sir.
The honor is mine, my queen.
Yo, 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 boy got a new position. Let's go.
You know this man?
Absolutely.
I know him. One of the greatest fighters the Seven Kingdoms has ever seen.
Dang.
And as the Lord Commander of Robert Baratheon's Kingsguard.
You recognize him so quick.
Absolutely.
King Robert is dead. I've
Let's
been
go,
searching
Selmy.
for you, Daenerys Stormborn, to ask your forgiveness. I was sworn to protect your family. I failed them.
Dang.
I am Barristan Selmy.
Yeah, Joffrey, you're gonna regret sending him home.
Allow me to join your Queen's Guard.
The Queen's Guard.
I will not fail you again.
Why did he look disappointed, kinda? Because he wants to be the only person in the Queen's Guard.
Who is Martin? What did I say? Kinsey?
Yeah.
Let me know who Martin Kinsey is, guys. Apparently someone passed away. That's really sad to hear.
It is.
Rest in peace to you. Yo, guys, so that was Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 1. What a way to kick off the season. To be honest, I think I enjoyed that episode a lot more than the other episodes that we've been reacting to lately. I think, honestly, because so much happened in this one that intrigued me. I mean, dude, we have like giants and we have
The warlocks are
adolescent-sized
still
dragons.
after people, yeah.
Little girl wardlock. Babe, what do you think about this episode?
I thought it was great. I'm having a lot of fun. I think that though, like the drama part of it, like the suspense of it, was really intense this episode. Like anytime you saw Cersei, she had like a bitter attitude. Didn't she?
Yeah, she's always got a bitter attitude.
But she's so different in this one. She's like more paranoid.
She seems very
amused.
amused with herself lately.
Yeah.
Almost like things are becoming so like almost out of control politically for her in a way, even though it's not too out of control, but really out of control to where she's almost like separating herself from it, almost psychologically, as if she's saying like, maybe it's just narcissism coming into play. Like, look at what all these idiots are doing. I'm just over here amused at myself. You know what I'm saying? Just laughing at the audacity of the whole situation.
And Marjorie seems good for Joffrey because Marjorie seems to be a caring, open-hearted person. Do I know, is she playing the game or is that her true self? I'm not really sure, but I think it is important to note that the Tyrells, like, they came up from the bottom. So to me, that feels like she's maybe portraying her house in that way.
It's really hard to get a beat on Marjorie, right? Because she had that really weird conversation about how, you know, she wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like the main queen, you know what I'm saying?
The queen.
Yeah, she wanted to be Queen Bee, right? The main character. And so I'm sitting there thinking like, wow, that's really ominous, you know, because over ambition is just not good, right? I mean, if you're over ambitious as a human being, it's probably not good, right? And so it's hard to read her. I don't know if she's going and hanging out with all these orphans because she genuinely cares, because she has a good heart and a good moral compass, or if it's because she's playing the political game and she sees an opportunity to
turn it around, maybe.
Well, there's a vacuum in King's Landing of someone to just like appear good, and you know, you can get more flies on cake than you can on trash, right? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I don't know what's up with her. I'm gonna give her good motives though. She seems like a good girl.
And she's gonna put up with Joffrey's annoying butt.
Right.
You're really trying to be the queen to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, geez, that's scary in of itself, because you never know what Joffrey's gonna do. He could turn on a whim, but it seems like his mom's getting a lot of power over him lately. Like you saw, like even his facial expressions when she was basically mocking him openly about being a coward on the battlefield. You saw the way he just cowered to her like that. There was a time where he would be yelling all up in his mama's face, but I don't know, man. After that slap, things changed.
It seems like that.
The dragons are so scary at this point.
Scary?
Yeah, like they're like little
scary.
fire-breathing machines. Guys, that's the debate that's just gonna rage on. So here's the thing, guys. I have the gut instinct too, and you guys know, like you understand, right? We're just having fun here. On a gut level, like I really like Daenerys because she seems like a good person, so therefore I like her dragons. But the show's done a really good job at emphasizing how important and how dangerous. And basically, it's like when you have a dragon, it's like checkmate, right? Like dragons are in game in this show, so they're very powerful weapons, and they're not cute little cuddly animals.
Right, but listen, that is the reason why you should be scared of them, because you're scared of them. I like them. I'm on their side, so they're not gonna Dracarys me, but they'll Dracarys you.
Well, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is dragons objectively don't make moral decisions. They are basically just whatever Daenerys decides to do is what the dragon's gonna do. So whether she's good, bad, great, evil, good for the throne, bad for the throne, I mean, I'd imagine she would be, right? But anyways, what happened with Jon Snow? He went over there, he met Mance Rayder. It turned out not to be the grizzly guy.
Immediately.
Just to show his ignorance. Almost like when Americans meet foreign people, like foreign political leaders, like you go over and you meet someone from Europe or Canada and Americans bow. Like, dude, don't do that. It's so stupid. I cannot stand when people portray. Stop doing that, Americans. Okay, stop bowing to people. Anyways,
and John, stop bowing to people immediately when you see them. He could have bowed to the Viking looking bro. He would have never known. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I bow to anyone, man. Like she's went on and on and on about how they just don't follow those customs north of the wall, and he's just like,
well, he's just so used to them. I understand that, and then he has to go to the Night's Watch and have this whole other custom. He's probably just like, you know, custom confused.
She's like, we don't bow to no king, and he's like, all right, well, when I meet him, I'm gonna bow to him. So
right, because that's exactly what you said not to do.
I understand though. It's kind of like watching these shows live, man. You don't catch everything in real time.
Right.
I'm like that
because I'm realizing during editing, I'm catching so much, like especially with like the colors, the costumes, like
there's so much.
You just don't realize. Like I realize like sometimes Sansa and Cersei have like the same hairstyle, and like the more like if you notice in that last one, Sansa's hairstyle is like starting to go down, and like when Cersei has hers up, so does Sansa. It's weird. I don't understand.
It's like they're subliminally trying to like make you feel things, and they're
like
trying to
maybe
tell you
group them in a way, and that's why I'm like, huh.
Right. Even everything, like the prop design is crazy. Like when Tyrion Lannister is talking to Tyrion, there is, I don't know what it is, man, but there's some type of decor in the room that's basically like the outline of a Lannister. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, but
of a lion.
I'm just sitting there thinking like, this is the craziest thing to put on a prop set. Like,
yeah,
you know, you definitely had to pay someone good money just for that one little piece. And this show just does a really good job, man. They're definitely not skipping any details, and that's something I really appreciate about the show. But like Mrs. October said so beautifully in the reaction, we just can't stop and talk about that stuff live because that blows me away. Like almost scene for every scene that pops up on this show, though, that's one thing that subliminally enters my mind is how amazing this prop set's about to be. So.
Hey, so we do need to talk about Rob. What did Two Bees do this episode?
So basically, Rob's just in a hard spot, man. He goes north. I'm not exactly sure where they ended up, but he was with that Bolton guy. I know his name's not Vladimir, guys, but he looks like Vladimir Putin.
It's like Roose or something.
Yeah, like Roose Bolton or something like that. I assume they went maybe where he's from or where someone's from, but they went north. We thought it was Winterfell in real time.
I thought it was where but the thing is, the Karstark guy was there and he looked pissed, but I think he's just pissed because Catelyn was free.
Right.
Like I don't think.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And they said they knew the guy, so it was one of the river. So his Catelyn's from River Run. She's a Tully, so it was a bannerman of the Tullys. So somewhere it was one of those.
Right.
So
what I'm sure you guys will let us know. You'll probably know by the time you're editing it though, before it goes live. So you'll catch that part.
Yeah.
Right. 100%.
Or not, or it didn't tell us. I don't know.
Yeah, Rob's just in a really weird spot, man, with his mom. You know, I know that drama doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's just some secondary drama. You know, his mother's not really that important when it comes to
But that one just cost him 200 men from Winterfell.
Yeah.
I mean, 200 Northmen. That's what they said. 200 Northmen.
At the end of the day, man, you know, it's just hard to say. Like, at the same time, though, if you serve the Starks, like, do you want their daughters to just die like that?
Right.
Like, you can't just go up there and kidnap their daughters, basically what I'm trying to say. Like, that sends such a message. Like, you can't hold their daughters prisoner.
Right.
I mean, for morale of the war, I mean, you just can't let that happen.
But the minute they give Jaime up, that's just fair game to kill Arya and Sansa.
Well, they should have cut Jaime's nuts off and sent him home. But then they'll probably mutilate their daughters, too. So
Right. So that's the thing. Like, so Catelyn giving Jaime up was a huge deal.
Right. We didn't really see anything with Jaime this episode, did we?
No, I don't even know where he's at.
I feel like this season's about to get a lot better. Let me know what's up with that random giant in the show, though. Like, not exactly sure how I feel about all that, man, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I'm sure the show's still going to be amazing. But yeah, we got to introduce
I'm sure they're
giant,
calculated.
So, yeah, there's got to be something. So maybe we're just going to need all those characters like giants and warlocks.
I do have a question. So in King's Landing, it seemed to me or felt to me that there some time had passed.
Mm-hmm.
But did we not in this episode see Sam running still from the White Walkers?
Maybe that's where we left off at the beginning, and then he got rescued, and then time passed. Yeah, I don't know. The timeline's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so
the episode started out. He'd be like dead at this point.
And something in sometimes you'll notice in the episodes, like it will give you a good indication of time.
Right.
So in that one, I just didn't really see it at that point. So
we'll find out.
Okay, be for real now. It's really time to focus. Nothing changed in that, for the record. I was paying attention. Wolf Vision?
The boy who can't run is running.
So it's a dream, right?
Absolutely.
Oh my.
Man, that thing went by like Lamar Jackson, didn't it? Because it's a raven, you know?
Oh.
Don't think too much, Bran.
Yeah, he was kind of lousy at that, wasn't he? Wasn't Arya the true, archer?
You can't kill it, you know.
The guy from Queen's Gambit.
Because the raven is you.
Wasn't he Peter Pan in something? I think he was. Once Upon a Time or something.
He looks like a Peter Pan looking guy.
Yeah, and Once Upon a Time. Yeah, I watched that. Don't judge me.
Are you inside the wolf again, little lord?
No, three-eyed raven. He's back.
He's got some bass in his voice this season.
I tried to kill it, but I couldn't. There was a boy.
I don't want to hear about it.
But you asked.
We've got plenty of worries. We don't need to pour black magic on top of them.
He aged like Frodo did in The Hobbit.
We need to move.
No one even knows we're alive.
Who told you that? Three-eyed raven tell you?
No.
Some good hears then. I don't know what other people know and what they don't. I only know the wall is a long way off.
She's so paranoid. That's her personality.
She has good reason to be, though.
Yeah, I totally get it.
She's been through a lot since we met her.
Right, I totally get it. But, that's just, I like that she has that paranoid personality.
Right. My mother always told me you Westerosi were a grim lot. Bearded, stinking barbarians that would row across the narrow sea and steal us from our beds.
Did you ever think you'd marry one?
I never thought I'd marry anyone at all. Not until I met the king of the grim, bearded, stinking barbarians.
Pardon me, Your Grace. My queen.
Lord Bolton.
They didn't hear him coming?
Let me guess which one is the good news.
Word from Riverrun. And Winterfell.
Uh-oh.
I hadn't seen him in years. I don't even know how many.
We'll travel to the funeral together.
Will I be wearing manacles when I lay my father to rest?
Her dad.
Something else?
Oh, Mom.
By the time Bolton's bastard got to Winterfell, the Ironborn were gone. They massacred everyone and put the castle to the torch.
That was Winterfell.
No, it wasn't, because Rob was there.
Oh, it wasn't?
He would have known it was Winterfell if he was in Winterfell.
Now, they may have escaped, or Theon may have taken them back to the Iron Islands as hostages.
Have you received any demands?
No.
Have you heard anything from Theon at all?
Uh-oh.
It's his own people who are doing this to him, isn't it?
Yeah, they knocked him out.
Where am I? What do you want?
I want to do this.
Why?
Whoa.
Why did I care? It's Theon.
Yeah, that's weird, because his sister was rocking with him at the end, remember?
I know.
Going to be a very dull war.
I'm here to take you to King's Landing and bring back Lady Stark's daughters in exchange.
You know, it doesn't matter how loyal a servant you are. No one enjoys the company of a humorless mute. You think Lady Stark's going to want a giant toe-headed plank following around for the rest of her life?
She's an honest woman.
For all the good it's done her.
Right, though.
How did you come into Lady Stark's service?
Not your concern, Kingslayer.
Had to be recently.
You weren't with her at Winterfell.
How do you know?
Because I visited Winterfell. I've noticed your dour head smacking into the archway.
So rude.
He said smacking into it.
Were you pledged to Stannis?
Gods no.
Ah, Renly. He wasn't fit to rule over anything more important than a 12-course meal.
Shut your mouth.
I lived with him at court since he was a boy, don't forget.
Could hardly escape the little tulip.
Tulip.
Was in his embroidered silks. I knew him far better than you.
I knew him as well as anyone. As a member of his King's Guard, he trusted me with everything. He was a wonderful king.
Sounds like you quite fancy him.
I did not fancy him.
Did you ever tell him?
He sounds like a little schoolgirl.
Right. He's just that bored. He's been a prisoner for a while.
He preferred curly-haired little girls like Loras Tyrell.
I'm not interested in foul rumors.
Unless they're about me. It's all true about Renly. His proclivities were the worst kept secret at court. It's a shame the throne isn't made out of cocks. They'd have never got him off it. Blame him. No, don't blame you either. Don't get the juice who we love.
Like your sister. Nasty.
Is that why he's doing her like that? Because subconsciously he's just ashamed of himself?
What?
Where you headed then?
South, you?
River Run. Staying off the King's Road, are you? They get you no matter where you go. You can't win. Looks like you're safe enough, though. Meaning no offense, milady, but I wouldn't tangle with you.
Like, who's this heckler?
Why is he saying that?
Having blessings to you.
Imagine if a dude just walks up to you, hey lady, I just definitely wouldn't sleep with you at all. Like, see ya.
Oh, no.
Maybe you're right. What if you're not?
I'm not doing it.
He's like, I'm the Brad Pitt of the realm. They know me, okay?
Well, the question is, does she go kill that man or not? Obviously, right? Because they're saying, like, hey, he spotted me. He knows me. And her mission is to get him back.
It makes you look very strong.
No flowers. I said no flowers. All these are wrong. Bring others.
Ew, dude, imagine that being your king. You have to act like that, too.
It's like a Tyrell rose. Give it to Marjorie for her wedding gown. Should be more than enough fabric.
That's your daughter-in-law,
Tell me what you
ma'am.
think of her. Marjorie.
She's an ideal match. Tyrell's beside us. We'll crush the Northerners. Hang their lords. Burn their strongholds. Sow their fields with salt. And no one will think of rebelling for another century.
It is a good match, but what do you think of her? She's beautiful and intelligent.
Yes, she is.
He actually has a crush.
I only meant that to go out of your way to endanger yourself.
Becoming one of the most boring conversations I've ever had.
Marjorie Tyrell dotes on filthy urchins for a reason. She dresses like a harlot for a reason. She married a traitor and known degenerate like Renly Baratheon for a reason.
She married Renly Baratheon because she was told to. That's what intelligent women do, what they're told.
Oh.
You need to ask yourself what
I don't need to do anything.
It's like, do I like that he's not listening to her or not? I don't know.
Because she's spitting some facts, but those facts help them, and I don't really want those facts to help them.
Much better.
I still don't believe it. He didn't want anything. He just takes an interest because he loved my mother. Men only want one thing from a pretty girl. Littlefinger is not in love with me.
So naive.
Love is not the thing he wants. He's too old. They never see it that way. He didn't ask you to do something for him, spy on someone, or...
She's not even sharing that with Shay.
Yeah, Littlefinger around is just building distrust in everyone.
Just ask you for anything, or try anything, or touch you. I want you to tell me. Why? What will you do? I will make him stop.
Lady Sansa, my sister Marjorie invites you to take the air with her and our grandmother, the Lady Olenna, in the gardens. May I escort you to them?
We're meeting his grandmother?
She came here?
I believe you grow more beautiful every day, Lady Sansa.
You were too kind, Sir Loras.
Not his type.
You probably don't remember the first time we met. At the Hand's Tourney, you gave me your favor. A rose, a red rose.
Our life would be so crazy if we lived like that. Insane.
Take my leave.
Come.
Aw, I don't know if I like this or not. I don't know how to feel.
It scares me for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is my honor to present my grandmother, the Lady Olenna of House Tyrell.
Kiss me, child.
Kiss me, child.
Renly was brave and gentle, grandmother. Father liked him, and so did Loras.
Loras is young and very good at knocking men off horses with a stick. That does not make him wise. As to your fathead father.
Grandmother, what will Sansa think of us?
She might think we have some wits about us.
She's such a grandmother.
Robert has 2 sons and Renly has an older brother. How can he possibly have any claim to that ugly iron chair? Stayed well out of all this, if you ask me. But once the cow's been milked, there's no squirting the cream back up her udder. So here we are to see things through.
She reminds me of my grandma.
You say to that sense, should we have some lemon cakes?
She's like, someone real. Like, what the
Lemon
heck?
cake's my favourite.
So we've been told. Are you going to bring the food, or do you mean to starve us to death?
She's been bossy a
I'm
long
much less
time.
boring than these others. You know my son, the Lord of High Garden?
I haven't had the pleasure.
No great pleasure, believe me. I want you to tell me the truth about this royal boy, this Joffrey.
Oh no.
You. Who else would know better? We've heard some troubling tales.
Like what?
Has this boy mistreated you? Has he ripped out your tongue?
King Joffrey, his grace is very fair and handsome and as brave as a lion.
Yeah, and when a Tyrell farts, it smells like a rose. Has he a good heart, a gentle hand?
I'm to be his wife. I only want to know what that means.
Oh, you about to know.
No, she's not gonna tell because she's scared. There's people everywhere. And also, how does she know to trust them?
Yeah, no, I already know. Like, you can't trust anybody. That's why if I was Sansa, I'm just getting out of there. It's too much.
We're only women here. Tell us the truth. No harm will come to you.
My father always told the truth.
Yes, he had that reputation, and they named him traitor and took his head.
Joffrey did that. He promised he would be merciful and he cut my father's head off. And he took me up on the walls and made me look at it.
He really did.
That's the truth.
Go on.
I can't. I never meant. My father was a traitor. My brother as well. I have traitor's blood.
Aww.
She's terrified, Grandmother. Just look at her.
Speak freely, child. We would never betray your confidence, I swear it.
I don't know.
Like, we don't know you.
He's a monster.
Oh, that's a pity. The Lord Oaf of High Garden is determined that Marjorie shall be queen. Even so, we thank you for the truth.
Sansa's gonna be stressed about this for
I know
forever.
she's gonna think that they went and said something the whole time.
Paranoia.
My grandfather's funeral is not a distraction.
You ride into battle at River Run? No, then it's a distraction.
Man, slap him upside his
My
head,
uncle
Rob.
Edno has his forces garrisoned there. We need his men.
Unless he's been breeding them. Don't have enough to make a difference.
Have you lost faith in our cause?
If it's revenge, still got faith in it.
If you no longer believe...
I can believe till it snows and dawn. Don't change the fact we've got half the men.
You don't think we can win?
Yeah, I speak my mind, Your Grace.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you lost this war the day you married her.
Oh no. The only thing he really wanted to do.
May I help you, Lady Stark?
No, because a mother makes one for her children to protect them. Only a mother can make them.
That's that old god stuff right there.
Made them before?
One for Bran.
Did they work?
They did. Bran survived.
After a fashion.
She's being so short.
Prayed for my son Bran to survive his fall. Many years before that, one of the boys came down with a Maester Lewin said if he made it through the night, he'd live, but it would be a very long night. So I sat with him all through the darkness.
Why do I think it's gonna be Jon Snow?
Which boy? Jon Snow.
I just felt like it because she said
Because it's just
one
so
of them-
sad.
Didn't want to see those brown stranger's eyes staring up at me. So I prayed to the gods. Take him away. Make him die. He got the pox. And I knew I was the worst woman who ever lived. A murderer. Had condemned this poor, innocent child to a horrible death. All because I was jealous of his mother. So I prayed to all 7 gods. Let the boy live. Let him live. And I'll love him. I'll beg my husband to give him a true name. To call him Stark and be done with it.
And he lived?
And he lived.
But he's not Stark.
Right.
And I couldn't keep my promise.
Oh, damn.
At least she's real about it.
Yeah, but now she owes one.
What's happened since then? All this horror that's come to my family. It's all because I couldn't love a motherless child.
Dang, she really believes that.
Was it hard for you to kill the half-hand?
Took 3 minutes.
You liked him. I like you, but if you're playing us false, it won't be hard for me to kill you. These are my people.
I understand.
Well, how could you understand?
You want to protect your people.
Do you know what it takes to unite 90 clans? They speak 7 different languages in my army.
That's
The
nuts.
Fens hate the Hornfoots. The Hornfoots hate the Ice River clans. Everyone hates the cave people.
Poor cave people.
I told them we were all going to die if we don't get south, because that's the truth.
Dang, the Great Uniter. Death.
And Mance Raider.
And White Walkers.
Shouldn't be long now. What's wrong with him?
He's a warg.
That's from
Lord of the Rings.
He scouted for us.
But you've never
like on
met a warg.
Assassin's Creed. He can see the sky through the bird.
Oh, yeah. It is just like that.
So we got us wargs, guys. You can see the landscapes through the eyes of like eagles. You can see through animals, basically.
Yeah.
Bran does it with the wolf.
Yeah.
Bran's a warg.
Maybe.
That's what it is. Because he can see it through the...
But it's only in his dreams. This guy just did it.
Oh, yeah.
The fist of the first man.
What did you see?
Dead crows.
Got to save my brothers. But be low key about it, you know?
What's the matter, Piggy? You're crying because you're cold?
And he lost his bestie.
There's 200 brothers killed by dead men, and you're still here, whimpering. Why don't you lie down and rest for a while, eh? You know you want to.
Man, I feel bad for him, but at the same time...
Well, he's just seen some crazy junk. And they let him survive for some reason.
No, Sam. No. Get up. I can't. Stop.
Of course, if you don't stop, you'll probably die too.
You don't care.
Of course we care.
You left me. When the White Walkers came, you left me.
Aye, we left you. You're fat and you're slow.
The hard truth sometimes.
Slowing us down.
Just get him up.
Why? So the rest of us can die.
Charlie, I forbid you to die. Make sure he gets back alive. If he doesn't, you don't.
Dang, they gotta keep Sam alive.
Where's Ringon and Hodor? Looking for food. What's out there?
She's just on site, ain't she?
Man, she just ran off like a gremlin. Yeah, she's on site, baby.
So is he.
Not another step, boy.
Just shot Osha?
I'm unarmed.
That was poor planning.
My sister carries the weapon.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I'm better with them.
Who's this? Hansel and Gretel?
Drop it.
You kill me. That wolf will tear you to bits.
You must be Summer.
Summer's like, and who are you?
Hansel. You smell good.
I'm Jojen Reed. This is my sister, Mira.
New characters, let's go.
We've come a long way to find you, Brandon.
Brandon?
And we have much farther to go.
His name's really Brandon? I
You
thought it
know
was
him
Bran.
like the government name? Like what?
Would you please shut up about it?
Jack and Hagar offered you 3 kills.
I'm not listening.
But just explain it to me. He offered to kill any 3 people you wanted. All you had to do was give him the names. You could have picked King Joffrey.
Shut up.
Could have picked Tywin Lannister.
Jaqen got us out of Harrenhal, so why are you complaining?
But you could have ended the war.
Where are we going?
North.
If we were going north, we should have come to the Red Fork River by now.
Maybe we already passed it.
It's 100 feet wide. How could we have passed it? If we hit the Red Fork, we can follow it west to Riverrun. My mother grew up there. My grandfather's the Lord. He'll protect us.
Oh, he's dead. She
There's
has no
somebody
idea.
singing, they gotta hide. Yeah, I know. Oh, that's Braun, right?
But is that same song?
Yeah, the
And
comments was
now
telling us to
the
pay
rain-
attention to it for some reason.
Legolas.
What's lurking behind that wall? A lion? A wolf?
Just a dirty little cub, I think.
Loose a few more shafts.
Don't.
I hope she can bat it down when they shoot him.
Man, these are some rough fellas right here.
Put the sword down, girl.
No, who's this scruff?
You go on down the road. Just keep on singing so we know where you are. Leave us be, and I won't kill you.
Generous.
You're a dangerous person. I like dangerous people. Why are your friends so shy?
What friends?
The fat one to your left and the lad beside him.
Awkward.
Kicked him dead, I did.
3 young ones on the run, carrying castle-forged swords. You escaped from Harrenhal?
Who are you?
Thoros of Myr, and the fella here with the bow is Anguy.
No, who do you fight for?
The Brotherhood without banners.
The Brotherhood. That's what they were looking for in Harrenhal.
I want to hear how 2 boys and a very dangerous girl escaped Harrenhal.
I'm not going with them. The Brotherhood, that's who the Mountain and them lot were looking for. They'll bring us back and put rats in us.
You've got nothing to fear from us, son. The Lords of Westeros want to burn the countryside. We're trying to save it.
They are the Resistance. They're the Liberators.
They just happen across these dudes in the woods.
I know, and he's singing a Lannister song.
Here's the thing, fat boy. When I'm done talking, that arrow's falling down on your fat head. So I advise you move, because I'm done talking.
No
But
one's
why?
that good of a shot.
Why'd you do that to him? He's gonna pee himself.
To get him moving.
My lion.
We've spoken of this. Cannot come here.
You said I should come to you with any problems.
Did anyone see you?
No.
You sure? My father does not make idle threats. Having you killed would be the high point of his week. What is this problem?
I'm worried about Sansa. When she spoke with Lord Baelish, his friend warned me about him.
Baelish doesn't have friends.
I don't know her name. How do you know her?
Try to know as many people as I can.
Never know which one you'll need.
She's a whore.
Yes, well, we shouldn't be judgmental about these things. But since I met you, my lady, being with no one else...
Was she good? Did you like her?
Not as much as I like you, obviously, or she'd be the one torturing me right now. What did she say about Littlefinger?
That Sansa shouldn't trust him.
Is there an idiot in any village who trusts Littlefinger?
I was just about to say that. I mean, not that exactly, but
We have to protect her.
We can't. Now that the Lannisters have discarded her, Sansa will have many suitors. A great beauty with a very old name.
Oh, a great beauty!
Her face is quite pleasing to other men and to women, but not to me, of course. I only have eyes for you.
You want her? This child?
I don't even want to talk about her.
I didn't force you to open your mouth and make words come out.
This is cruel and unfair. Cruelly unfair.
Oh, the cruelty. She is so cruel to me. Now, do you think I'm cruel?
Only if you stop.
good answer, Tyrion.
But you mustn't come here again.
Yeah, Pops is home. Pops is gonna hang you up by the toes.
Why do I feel like she's like walking so speedy?
Send her in.
Because she's just like high energy, like on the go. She's got things to do.
Why does he have a bow right now? Is he about to hit her with a Sansa, but just not in court?
I hope not.
You wanted to see me, Your Grace.
I'm leaving on a hunting trip. Just wanted to make sure you had everything you need before I left.
I have everything I could want.
Good.
Just like Robert going on hunting trips.
How are you finding life in the capital?
A military encampment is no place for a lady.
And the bedside of a traitor? Is that a place for a lady?
Here we
Your
go.
Grace, I tried to do my duty as a wife.
What was your duty to this traitor as you saw?
The duty of any wife to any husband. To provide him with children.
You failed to do this. Why?
I would not speak ill of the dead, Your Grace.
You think one ought to speak kindly of a traitor merely because he's had a sword put through his heart?
No.
Oh yeah, Renly's his uncle.
I do beg your pardon. The subtleties of politics are often lost on me. I don't believe he was interested in the company of women.
What makes you say this?
He had so many excuses, so many late-night war councils. He never wanted to try.
Manipulation.
Except one evening, after he'd had far too much wine to drink, he suggested something that sounded very painful and couldn't possibly result in
Oh,
children.
you wanted to stick it in her butt.
Maybe the fault was with me, maybe.
No, he was a known degenerate.
It's such a relief to hear you say so, Your Grace.
I've considered making his perversion punishable by death.
You must do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, she's manipulating because her brother is gay.
Yeah.
You are the king.
Yes,
She's gonna feed his ego.
Absolutely.
I am.
A mighty king at that, Your Grace. With a girly crossbow.
It's bejeweled.
Just had it made. Probably one of the finest weapons in the Seven Kingdoms. It's a new design. Much easier to load. There's no crank. You use this lever. Pull the string.
She's like, oh, that's fantastic.
Bolt goes here. And then you just aim.
Why do you shoot it like that from the hip?
Would you take me hunting sometime? Forgive me, Your Grace. I know a hunt is no place for a woman,
It's
but
not unheard of.
my father would never let me, for
You no longer belong to him.
Annoyed.
Do you want to hold it?
May I? Please. I imagine it must be so exciting to squeeze your finger here and watch something die over there.
Could you do it? Could you kill something?
We know you could, freak.
Would you like to watch me?
Yes.
I don't know, man. That was pretty evil.
I know.
About what? I don't know what you want!
I want the truth.
Why'd you take Winterfell?
This guy told me to.
Why?
To take the north while it was vulnerable.
What were you going to do once you took it?
Hold it, rule it.
Very good.
Ah!
To bring glory to my house, to my father.
Who are these people?
Probably some people who aren't happy he took Winterfell. Probably some fine northern gentlemen.
I took it because I hated the Stark for holding me prisoner. I wanted to hurt them.
That's the truth. But is it the truth? Because I thought it was the opposite.
I thought it would just be the easy thing to take over because they know him.
I think he didn't really hate him. I think he was just saying that because the truth didn't work.
I'll tell you anything. Just take it off. Please.
That's a Panic at the Disco looking guy.
Yeah, he is.
Aw.
Sister sent me.
Well, let's go. I mean, I kind of hate Theon, but I don't want to see him tortured, though. I just don't want to see anybody tortured, so.
I'll come for you tonight when the castle sleeps.
Oh, no, don't go. Please, please, no, please don't leave me.
Thanks, brother.
Let's go. At least we got a friend, though.
Even though he may or may not be in follow me.
You know, but that's just what I'm saying, guys. You can't be playing the game of Conquer if you're not willing to get tied up and tortured.
They just let him join the squad.
You can get inside his head, see through his eyes.
Only when I'm asleep.
That's how it begins until you learn to control it. You're a warg.
He is a warg.
It's not just wolves.
Three-eyed ravens.
Sometimes in my dreams,
Three-eyed raven. We saw them together. You haven't forgotten.
does it have anything to do with warging?
Oh, you are right.
The raven brings the sight.
So he's a warg bro too.
What's he telling him?
Why don't you ask?
It's not hard to find.
Isn't he ashamed, your brother, needing you to protect him?
Where's the shame in that?
Any boy his age who needs his sister to protect him is going to find himself needing lots of protecting.
Some people will always need help. That doesn't mean they're not worth helping.
Bran? Talking about Bran?
But where'd y'all come from?
When my father died, I dreamt it.
You didn't dream it, you saw it, and so did I.
You have the sight too.
Your father is Howland Reed.
Saved my father's life during the rebellion.
Dang, he knew that?
Mine never did. I saw that too.
What else have you seen?
The only one thing that matters. You.
Him?
So Bran's important? Because he can warg?
How did 3 children...
We're not children.
How did 3 young persons, yourself, untrained in the art of war, escape from Harrenhal?
Gendry's a smith. He was apprenticed in the armory.
A smith, eh? Where'd you train?
King's Landing, Turbo March shot.
That criminal. He charges twice as much as every other armor in the city.
That's because he's twice as good.
A smith and a salesman.
Gendry stole his weapons.
Fought your way out of Harrenhal, I see.
He knows how to use a sword, and so do I.
That girl got some nuts.
I know. Ooh, until now.
I mean, at least she's brave, though.
Dang, he had the stance and everything. I wouldn't mess with him. I would walk out that door.
To your brothers.
He taught you how to get a sword slapped out your hands. They were like, don't do that again.
He's like, just sit down.
It may be a while before you see another.
You'll free us?
I give you my word.
And they're not bad guys.
But before you go, allow me to raise a cup to you.
Oh, snap. Who is this?
Poor man. You have my sympathy.
Down.
Whoa.
And he knows her.
Outed.
Hound!
Boris, the fuck you doing here?
A pretty prize, lads. Girl.
Whoa.
You
Don't out
snake in
him.
the grass.
7 hells are you doing with the Stark bitch?
No. You barking too much, Hound?
I didn't know my dude snitched. I thought he was a real one.
Maybe it was accidental.
Cross the Great Water.
Silence, Kingslayer.
Now, anyone could see us on the bridge, but crossed by water and the current could take us. It's wonderful to watch you wrestle with these dilemmas. Which will she choose?
Why is he like this?
Wouldn't have guessed.
Be quick about it.
Yeah, her big heavy self ain't getting in that water. I wouldn't either, though. That's too long of a walk.
And you have to wait for that junk to dry.
Wow.
Boy, get up.
Get up now.
Kick him in the head.
I never used to get corns. This heel's ruined. There's no way. Never understood why some knights felt the need to carry 2 swords.
Oh my gosh.
In case one gets taken, right?
Ooh.
Is he just playing?
Imagine if you're just walking, though, and you just came up on 2 people with swords.
And one was like handcuffed.
I'd be like, what the hell?
I'm like, this is some weird stuff, you guys.
I gotta get out of this park.
Are they like doing some training or are they really mad at each other? That's what I don't know about sword fighting. You know what I'm saying? She was swinging.
If you kill me, you failed Lady Stark. But if you don't kill me, I'm going to kill you.
Is she holding back, though? Is that why he stands a chance handcuffed?
I don't know. Or is he just that like
I don't think
truth?
he's that good.
No, she could have got him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she could have.
If you were willing to hurt me, you might have had me there.
Right, so there you go. Ain't she bodied him up?
Y'all are stressing me out, you guys.
Dang, she hit him with a no look.
Oh, that's why.
Playing too dang much.
Yeah, y'all could have ran and hit it if y'all didn't have to do all that.
Looks like your woman's getting the better of you, if you can call that a woman.
We enjoy a good fight. Gets our juices flowing. Blade man of house.
Y'all, I kid you not. When we moved into this house, the very first time we came to look at this house, we pulled in the neighborhood, and there was these 2 like 48-year-old dudes having a full-fledged fight in the front yard.
Yeah.
But dang, we really had to get this house. The neighborhood ain't that bad. It was just crazy. I don't know why they were fighting. I just had to pause.
I don't know why that day happened.
I just forgot to mention that.
Blade man of House Bolton.
Ooh, Vladimir's
Russian.
house.
Sorry, Sir One.
That's him, all right.
Man, they should
I
have.
at the tourney for Sir Willem Frey's wedding.
Should have ran
He
him
forgot
down.
he was there.
That's that guy. Remember?
Yeah.
We should have ran him down.
Father will pay you whatever you want.
Enough to buy me a new head. The king in the north hears I had the Kingslayer and let him go. He'd be taking it right off. I'd rather he takes yours.
Y'all better jump in that water.
Is she gonna have to free him so they can both fight?
That's it? Oh, heck no. Okay, guys, so that was episode 2. Freaking nuts, man. So right where we left off, it appears to me that Jaime's about to be captured, and Brienne got caught up in it.
Yes.
She's just too good of a lady, man. She should have ran that guy down in the woods. This man's obviously out there in the woods. I don't know if he's got business to really attend to, but he made the comment that he was staying off the King's Road. So maybe he was just a spy out there the whole time.
Yeah, maybe so.
Right, just posing as an old man.
Because they're trying to find him.
Unreal. Hey, what do you think about this episode?
I really liked it. I'm really having a fun time with all this.
Is it getting better?
I like all the new
in.
characters. I like all the new dialogue. I really like the vibe of House Tyrell. I don't know if I like it because like I like Marjorie. The only reason I kind of don't like Marjorie is because she made out with Cap. That pisses me off. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she made out with Cap. That wasn't cool.
Well, I don't like her because she got very weird right there with Joffrey. I mean, she's manipulating him maybe for the good, but I don't really know, man. It's too early to tell. Like,
I don't know. I just like, I don't know if the show's making me, but when she's around, I just am like happier.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely has.
I'm
like
happier
this...
when she's around. I don't feel like so stressed when she's around.
But that's what happens when you get manipulated, right? You feel happy that person's around. Exactly. I think she could be doing some crazy work behind the scenes. I don't know if her intentions are good or bad or just self-interested and
her grandma was just over there, a real one spitting facts. Like straight up,
everyone loves
not
that.
holding back.
Everyone loves that person. Everyone loves that person, that lady like that. And that lady's great from a distance, but that lady too close is the type of lady who just never hush. She just will never hush, and she talks a lot.
Right.
Is basically what
But she's a lady that every time you come up, she'll tell you if you genuinely look fat or not, and probably just tell you look fat anyways.
She'll get you in some stuff, that's for sure. Anyways, but she was stressing me out the way she was running her mouth so loose because she's a guest in this place.
Right.
It's not like she has like a lot of pull apparently at home, and that's great. But man, I'm telling you,
that's not King's Landing, and that's not with an unpredictable king.
Joffrey will have that old lady on the floor with a crossbow to her head. I'm telling y'all. So that scares me a little bit, man. What's going on with Tyrion?
It just seems like nobody has. First of all, Tyrion deserves credit. I just need everyone to know. I really think that man deserves credit for what he did in that war. Nobody has any idea. His little speech, perfect.
Kind of reminds me of Frodo. They went and saved the whole world, and they just went back to their humble little shire and just drank some ales, and no one even knew.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how Tyrion is.
I mean, his dad gets all the credit for all of it, and then his dad gets to come back, take his position, and then the one thing Tyrion asks, because no one even knows what's up with Jaime, is he even alive? Who knows? His dad doesn't care. His dad doesn't care that he's Kingslayer and all that crap. He'll still give him Casterly Rock over Tyrion.
Yeah, Tyrion stepped up and said, "Dad, I'm ready. I'm grown up. I'm learned from my ways."
And his dad scoffed at that. He was like,
No, well, it was more than a scoff. He was offended. He was offended that
he
the
even thought
audacity
that
of
idea.
Tyrion, right?
Yeah, it was like disgusted. And I don't know if that just shows like, I'm starting to wonder, is that because Tywin really doesn't like that he's an imp, or is Tywin bitter because he took his mom from him, or because Tyrion has a habit with the prosties.
It's complicated, man. I mean, I'm sure it stems from the fact that as Tyrion entered the world, it came at the expense of his wife. So I'm pretty sure that's what motivates it. The trade-off was a great, tall, 6'3" son or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different. But Tyrion, man, he's just an imp. So it feels like it was just a waste. He feels like the gods just really screwed him there, and his son's a reminder of it.
If Tyrion had nothing to do with the Battle of Blackwater, Stannis might be king right now.
Maybe, but who knows? We really don't know. When it comes to Stannis, baby, that's so hard to even talk about because it's still just so hard to even know like what this redheaded woman's doing. Apparently, she's sacrificing people.
Enough for Stannis to send Davos to jail.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And that's his boy. Like, he literally looked at him and was like, "You're leading the ships. You're head man in charge. Love you, brother. You're the coolest." Then he literally thinks he's dead for a while, and all of a sudden Melisandre's all in his head.
Right, and then when he showed up to Dragonstone, he didn't even look surprised or happy to see him.
No, he was like, "I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead. To the chambers. Bye. Like, don't even care about you. I only care about this red woman and what she has to say." That's so rude.
So when Robb married that lady in his camp, man, that really made a big divide. So
right.
I don't know if it's just because men are bitter, so they're looking at Robb and they're saying, you know what, morale's down right now. Things have not been going good. Kingslayer's on the loose. 200 of her men just died, and you're off falling in love and living your fantasies. Are they just blaming the wife, or
and
is there?
Not only that, you don't have your mom. And you don't have your mom in check. Like your mom's out here just giving away the Kingslayer, putting us all at risk here, and your mom's just doing that. So where's your head at, Rob? That's what people are thinking. And also, where's your head at? You literally took an oath to marry this girl, and you're gonna betray that oath and marry a foreign girl.
Well, by breaking an oath with someone, I mean, doesn't that put his whole army at risk? Essentially,
right? It puts everybody at risk, and also like,
and she's a foreigner,
right? And that offended them. She's what, in the Free Cities, the Volantis, yeah. And the reason she left is she didn't want a slave place. And isn't that where Khaleesi's at, somewhere over there?
Khaleesi is in a crazy place, so she's trying to get something called Unsullies or something. So apparently these are the most soulless warriors you could ever imagine, right? I mean, you could straight cut a man's nipple off and he won't even make a face.
Apparently they're not even required.
Right. Only 25% of the boys who are born in this society actually make it through and become an Unsully. And don't really know what Unsully means. I guess it's just what they call their warriors. So I guess we got Dothraki, we got Unsully.
And Khaleesi's trying to buy an army to, go over and take her throne. But what I thought was really cool about that part is the Dothraki were on a ship, and remember Khal Drogo straight up said horses can't drink the water.
Yeah, the day
there.
the moon rises in the east or something like that.
Yeah, they'll never go. So like Khaleesi's over here actually having them on ships, and that to me is like they actually believe in her.
Right, and then she made the statement that these are the first Dothraki men in history to ever sail across the ocean, and they did it for her. So she's definitely getting an ego, I would say. I mean, she's starting to feel herself a little bit, which is good. Maybe we'll see. Maybe
as the dragons grow, her confidence and maybe her power will grow. And it was cool to see Selmy come to her side.
Yeah,
because how did he even find them?
Absolutely. We also got new characters in this episode, baby. We got Peter Pan and Mir. So
Peter Pan and Wendy.
Yeah, we got Peter Pan and Wendy. So I don't know what that kid is, man. He's a warg. That was pretty easy to remember because that was also in Lord of the Rings. So, but wargs are apparently people who can see through the eyes of animals.
Right, not crazy looking hyenas.
So apparently that's going to play a role. My theory right off the bat, man, is I'm thinking that was probably written into the show because if the dragons are going to come into play at some point and they're so powerful, how do you counteract a dragon? Well, in my mind, the only thing I can really think of is if Bran can warg the dragon and know when they're coming or something.
I think that guy is in this to because he knows more about Bran's power than Bran does. I feel like he's in the video game when you don't know about the controls.
He's just there to share information.
Yeah, I feel like that's what he is.
Character.
I feel like he's the NPC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
But that's
press X to start talking.
Right. But the thing is, Bran, at the beginning, him and Maester Luwin are going over all these things about houses. Bran didn't really know too much of them. He was struggling a little bit.
Oh, early in the series?
Right. But then when it came to this guy right here, he knew exactly who this guy was by his dad and his last name.
So he got paralyzed, so he's been studying in the books is what that's trying to emphasize, right?
I don't know if it's trying to do that or if it's just saying that this person has a reputation or...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just took it as he doesn't really have any climbing to do, so he's been reading.
Maybe.
Because after he got hurt, weren't they trying to school him up a little bit?
I mean, I would assume, and also he was Lord of Winterfell, so I'm sure he had to know who's who and what's what.
Right.
So I'm sure Maester Luwin taught him that, but I just didn't know if that was important. That kind of struck me a little bit. And I guess something else that kind of struck me in this episode in particular had to do something with Sansa. I don't remember what though.
Well, Sansa opened up. She finally all this pressure of just being so censored, man. I mean, censored to the extreme. She finally opened up and was able to tell someone about Joffrey
and that's just so risky,
that's got me really scared for her, yeah. Stressed out.
And it could be not even her saying that, but just maybe Cersei as someone who's just watching from 400 yards to the left in a barn.
I guess it's a good thing in a sense that Sansa's not on her way back to Winterfell, especially with Theon's men out and all that stuff. So it's really hard to tell, guys. It just seems like this entire continent or world or whatever is just completely falling apart, almost like World War III or something in a way. So
what's your predictions now? What do you think's gonna happen?
Well, we got trolls that we never addressed. John's north of the wall.
There's giants.
He's sympathetic to the wildlings, but he's not. It's just really hard. Everything's up in the air. We got wargs. I don't even know what the heck that means.
Theon's gonna escape maybe from wherever he is and whatever he's doing?
Yeah, dude, Fall Out Boy came and was like, yo, I'm gonna come help you out, which would be great because I mean, I don't want to see him tortured. I mean, I'd like to see Theon killed for his crimes and killed off the show, sure, because you know you got to pay for that crime. Right. I don't want to see him tortured. Like, I just don't want to see that, first of all. And I mean, Theon's like, I don't want to see anybody tortured. Right. I wouldn't want to torture people, but
that little janitor guy, hopefully he gets him out or whatever.
That'd be great. And then Khaleesi's over there, and she's over there buying basically, essentially like slave soldiers. And I don't know, man. I mean, war's coming. It looks like winter's coming. The White Walkers are coming, and the predictions are hard, man. I hope I'm not gonna have to make a prediction every single episode. It's gonna be hard. So
I know, because like, where do you even go? Like, what was even the last thing that happened? Brienne and Jaime got captured.
Right. Like, and that's what we started talking with. So I guess we made a full circle. So
yeah. So since it's a full circle, we gotta go. You know.
Yeah, guys. All right. Like, subscribe, hit us up on Patreon if you guys want more content. Guys, we have little. What are they called over there? How do you organize them? What are they called over on Patreon? They're called Collections. Guys, go over to Patreon. If you're new to Patreon, if you're not familiar with it, we have something called Collections. It's essentially basically like a playlist equivalent to YouTube. And it's got everything we've ever done on Patreon, and it's just organized a lot better. So if you are new over there, man, we have reactions to other shows.
Yeah, like The Last of Us. It's an HBO show.
Right. We started the Breaking Bad. Eventually, we're going to start that back over on the channel. Yeah, just other stuff, man. Lots of movies. So thank you guys so much for the support, like always. We'll be back. Game of Thrones. Peace.